Welcome everyone, this is Sean, your onboarding advisor here at AssetMap, and today we're going to continue the conversation of how do we get clients into the application. We're going to click on this option for Add Household. Now we went through how we manually add clients into the application. We talked about how we can utilize Discovery for prospect clients. We're going to now go through integrations in terms of how we can use integrations in order to import some client information to create that starting point. We first need to enable the integrations. From the home screen, you're going to see this option for Enable Integrations. If I click on Enable Integrations, it's going to bring me to the Integration Manager page. Now, I'd recommend everyone who is watching this video to schedule some one-on-one time with our team based upon the tech stack that you're utilizing. That way we can create a flow that makes sense. I'm going to showcase a specific integration during the call today just to highlight how you can utilize them to create the starting point. We have multiple integrations: Black Diamond, Redtail, and Wealthbox create the clients within the system, bring over their contact information. Veo, Riskalyze, Orion, and Morningstar will create the contact within the system, bring over their investment accounts that you can then resync within the application. We also have some data storage solutions. You can utilize Dropbox, Drive, or Box. It'll create a shareable folder on the household overview screen. We also have an integration with MoneyGuide Pro as well as Precise FP. Those live on our partner sites, so you need to set those up via those partner integrations. We have support articles on each. If you click on the chat bubble, type in any of the integration names within here. We've got videos as well as how-to guides or user guides on each one of these integrations. You first need to activate the integration. You're going to click on this green Activate button. It's going to walk you through the authentication process. Once it's activated, it'll let you know via this screen. We're going to use Riskalyze in terms of our example today. I'm going to go back onto the home screen and I'm going to click Add Household. Once we have activated our integrations, we want to click Get Started. It's going to bring us to the integration overview page. This will let you know all the integrations that have been activated. If you don't see one present, you can always go to the Manage Integration page directly via this view. We're going to click on Riskalyze, and this is where we search the client's last name. We're bringing clients in on an individual basis. I'm going to type in the last name Doe, and I'm going to click Search. It's going to allow me to import individual clients. I'm going to start with John. If I click Import, this will then create the client within the system. And since we're using Riskalyze for our example, it's going to bring over their investment accounts that are present. It'll also put the risk score directly onto the asset map. If I click View, this just created the client within the system, brought over the accounts that are present within Riskalyze. If we have an additional member that's a part of this household, and they're not brought in together, what we can do is we can click into Riskalyze from this integration box, and we can search the additional client at the household level. I'm going to search Doe, and we don't already have that client imported into the household. John is already a household member. I'm going to click Import and select New Member. This will add Jane to that existing household, so we have both members present, and both their risk scores and accounts will show up. If I want to resync this integration in order to update the values for integrations that bring over account values, we need to click on this little circle icon, and it'll update those account values in terms of what's present within the integration. I'm going to click onto the asset map. And what you can see is it brought over the investment accounts associated with those clients. How do we open up the conversation from here? We talked about this when we manually added in clients. Talked about it post-discovery. We can take a very similar approach if we start with integrations. Integrations will bring over the investment accounts for some, the members for others. If we right-click on the asset map, it's going to bring up that quick actions menu. We want to go down to the section for stencils. If we click on Apply Stencil, this will allow us to select from the stencils that are present within the application. We have an integration stencil that is great for integrations that bring over investment accounts like Riskalyze or Morningstar or TD Veo. If I select integrations and click Apply, what you're going to see is that it's going to keep everything that we brought in via the integration, Riskalyze for our example. It'll keep that on the asset map. Once we apply a stencil on top, it's going to fill in the gaps proactively. What about the income sources? What about the property? What about the investment accounts? What about additional investment accounts, checking, savings, or anything else that may be associated with this client's financial landscape? This allows us to create that starting point via integrations, take the exact same approach post integrations in terms of opening up the conversation via stencils. Great way to bring our existing clients into the application while still benefiting from stencils and some additional tools within the application in order to have proactive conversations with our clients, lead our meetings via this visual.